Hello and welcome to the question and answer sessions. This is Spirit Matters. I have two questions I'm going to go with today, and the first one is my fiancé passed away suddenly and unexpectedly in 2012. He was only 29. During my grief process, I've often wondered how long does it take for loved ones to feel at peace when they enter the spirit world? Is it hard for those who pass suddenly and unexpectedly? Do they feel emotions such as ours, anger, pain, confusion, for the fact they've passed and didn't get a chance to say goodbye? And how do they deal with this? Do your spirit guides assist them? Do their spirit guides assist them through the process? I'll take this one by one. The first thing I have to say is it doesn't seem to take... I have come across two people who have passed immediately, and they seem to be pretty much at peace straight away. So I want you to know that the spirits do feel peace a lot quicker than the Hollywood movies and that would have you believe. They really do find the light rather quickly, and they usually seem to be more concerned about those who've left behind. So do they find peace quickly? In all my heart and soul, and the two experiences I have had, yes they do. So I want you to rest assured with that one. Is it harder for those that pass unexpectedly? In the two car accidents I've been past, and I have seen two young men, spirits who have jumped in my car at that time, the only thing they seem to be is a bit bewildered. It's almost like, what the hell's happened, you know? It's like one minute I'm driving, the next minute, it's all a little bit weird. So I think that I don't think it's harder for them. I don't think it's any harder for them if someone passes slowly. I really do get the impression that being in spirit is a really surreal thing when it first happens, but it's something they seem to grasp onto quite quickly. By the time that most spirits, people have come to me for a reading after 4 months, most spirits are pretty well adjusted to where they're going. And I have brought some spirits through immediately after they have passed over, not knowing, where the family member hasn't even known that they've passed, and they're quite at peace. Do they feel emotions such as ours, anger, pain, grief and denial? I don't think so, and if they have, I've never had it expressed to me. I don't think they go through a grieving process at all, and the reason of that is because they still get to see us. They still get to interact with us. The only thing I will say is that mothers do get a little bit, mothers who pass away with their kids being quite young, they do get a little bit like, probably a little bit anxious about watching their kids grow up, but I think that would be anything, but it's not anxious in a bad way. It's like, oh, I can't believe they're doing that, anxious. So, you know, they get a very bird's eye view. You see, that's why they don't go through the same as us, because quite frankly, being in a more evolved state, they know that they haven't actually gone anywhere. They've just changed dimensions, okay? And do the spirit guides assist through the process? Yes, I do believe that our spirit guides who are with us from the day we're born do assist with the process when we pass away. I am not sure how, I can't tell you that. I just know that at no time when anyone really passes away are they ever really truly alone. It doesn't seem to be that way for me. So please don't worry about your fiancé. I think that he's going to be absolutely A-OK. And I do feel that he would really have adapted to his situation a lot easier than you, because he still sees, hears and feels you very strongly, whereas unfortunately I know that you probably don't see, hear and feel him as much as you would like to. I hope that puts your mind at ease, because he's going to be really fine, and I hope that just gives you a little bit of peace right now. The second question is, spirits are reincarnated, how do we end up seeing them again when we pass? If they are back here living with another life already? That's Roxanne McCready. And without getting too complicated, the first thing I will mention, for anyone who is interested in reincarnation, please go out and buy yourself a book by one of these two authors, Brian Weiss, Many Lives, Many Masters, and a whole series of books, and Michael Newton, Destiny of the Soul, Journey of the Soul. These books are probably the best books I've ever had that made me feel comfortable with the reincarnation thing. So do buy them first. But as for your question, what if they're not there because they're being reincarnated? The truth is that there's always a part of our soul that is connected to our soul group, no matter what state of evolvement we are in, okay? So just say this, for instance, and this is just a number, 20% of the soul is always left upstairs. Now that's the way you can tell if something's wrong with your kids, you get that sense, or if you feel you just have to ring your mum, you get that sense, because you can feel the little bit of anxiety in their souls, and that's because you've always got this, it's like those clicky-clacky things you see in the desk where the marbles hit each other and the souls are always knocking against each other. So that 20% with your soul group of people you love very, very much is always type of hovering around together no matter which dimension you're in and no matter which life you're in. This is what I truly believe. I'm not 1,000,000% sure, but you know what? I'm 999,999% that it's sure. So I just want you to know that, okay? I really feel like that there's a part of us always connected, and that's why we have dreams and little premonitions and things. I think that when another spirit passes over, or when another spirit reincarnates, and then you might pass, just say your son died when he was 20 and you didn't die till you were an old lady, and your son's already reincarnated, there will be that 20% of his soul waiting very patiently for you to come and join him in the next life, hopefully. So please don't worry about those things because it's all going to be okay. I honestly believe that, and I hope I can instill that faith and trust in you, because there's no sense worrying about that type of stuff, to be honest, but because you really will get to see them again. So just get on with the fact of living. That's the most important thing, you know. Don't let all this stuff get too far into your head. But if you do, go and get those books, Brian Weiss, Michael Newton, and they will help you a lot more. But for the meantime, make sure that that your grief doesn't destroy you. Don't let their death cripple you. Let their life inspire you. And then, you know what? They're going to be there every minute of the day with you anyway, saying, look how wonderfully they're going. So I hope that's helped you today. I'm looking forward to next week to do the next questions. There's many varied questions as we can get. And thank you for joining us at Spirit Matters.